Did you know that some of the largest cities in the world are so populous that their urban areas are almost like cities within themselves? Today, we'll explore the 10 largest cities in the world, from smallest to largest, and make a brief comparison with something you might already know. Let's dive into this global journey. In 10th place, Dhaka, with 58 million inhabitants and an area of approximately 306 square kilometers. Dhaka is one of the most densely populated cities in the world. If you've been to Mumbai, imagine that with an even higher density and more chaotic traffic. With this high density, Dhaka has a contagious energy and an intense urban life, where every corner seems to be a new discovery. In 9th place, Cairo, with 50 million inhabitants in an area of 606 square kilometers. Cairo is the cultural and historical heart of Egypt, blending the ancient and the modern. If you visited Paris, you can imagine Cairo as a hotter, busier version, but with pyramids and monuments thousands of years old. Life in Cairo is vibrant, and the contrast between modern avenues and ancient structures gives the city a unique charm. In 8th place, Mexico City, with 45 million inhabitants and an area of approximately 1,485 square kilometers. This city is a vibrant mix of indigenous and European culture. If you've been to New York, think of a similar energy, but with warmer temperatures and an even richer history. Mexico City is a huge metropolis, with unique neighborhoods offering a myriad of cultural experiences. In 7th place, São Paulo, with 42 million inhabitants in an area of 1,521 square kilometers. São Paulo, Brazil's largest city, is a key economic center in South America. If you've been to London, you can compare São Paulo's diversity and scale, but with an even faster pace. São Paulo is one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world, and its food scene and cultural diversity make it a must-visit. In 6th place, Mumbai, with 51 million inhabitants and an area of 603 square kilometers. Mumbai is India's financial center, also known as Bollywood's capital. If you've been to Los Angeles, you can imagine the energy of Mumbai, but with a striking contrast between luxury and visible poverty in its streets. This city, like Los Angeles, is full of opportunities, but with a more frenetic pace and an infectious energy. In 5th place, Beijing, with 55 million inhabitants and an area of 16,410 square kilometers. Beijing is China's capital, blending history with innovation. If you've visited Washington, D.C., you can imagine the grandeur, but with the grandeur of imperial buildings and a much larger population. Beijing is a city of contrasts where the old and new coexist in harmony. In 4th place, Karachi, with 61 million inhabitants in an area of 591 square kilometers. Karachi, the largest city in Pakistan, is a vibrant port city. If you've been to New York, you can compare the busy life here, but with an exotic touch in a diverse population. With its frenetic pace, Karachi is a commercial and industrial center that is constantly growing. In 3rd place, Shanghai, with 70 million inhabitants and an area of 6,340 square kilometers. Shanghai is a city that impresses with its futuristic architecture. If you've been to New York, think of the grandeur, but with even more skyscrapers that seem to have no end. Shanghai is a symbol of development and innovation, being one of the most modern and dynamic cities in the world. In 2nd place, Delhi, with 39 million inhabitants and an area of 1,484 square kilometers. Delhi is a city of intense contrasts, where the ancient blends with the modern. If you've been to Bangkok, you can imagine the chaos and energy in the streets, but with the grandeur of historical monuments like the Taj Mahal and the Red Fort. The city is full of life and diversity, with a fast-paced rhythm and fascinating cultural richness. And finally, in 1st place, the most populous city in the world, Tokyo, with 37 million inhabitants in an area of 2,194 square kilometers. Tokyo is an impressive example of how tradition and innovation can coexist. If you've been to London or Paris, imagine those cities in a more technological version, with incredible organization and efficiency. Tokyo is one of the largest and most dynamic metropolises on the planet, where technology and culture come together in a unique way. These are the 10 largest cities in the world, from smallest to largest, with their giant populations and imposing areas. Each one has its own unique pace and fascinating characteristics. Which of these cities would you like to visit? Leave your comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos about the world around us. See you next time.